What's up, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blitz video. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully you're accomplishing your goals in this game, because that's what we're here for. Make sure you're doing your events. These are about to go away in about 2 days or so. So our mining event's about to be done. Make sure you're doing your puzzle event, one of the best events here for sure. Gives you so many resources. Your treasure event, it's going to be here for a little bit longer. We're going to do more of that. Jackpot event, such an amazing event. You're going to get a lot of resources from there. These are about to be done here in a couple days. There's some going to be lasting. There's some that's not. We're going to be doing this tomorrow. We got 26%, not 26%, 26 tokens. We'll not be doing that on camera, by the way. And secondly, I'm still working on Kat's story. We're going to be trying to release her friend soon. We need that many. So 2,100 and 2016. So we're going to try to grind and get some more of those so we can go ahead and release her and see what else we can do. So that's definitely going to be the focus. But we're going to go back to the investment series and also how you get Katarina to her second impact form is you have to keep questing with her in her first impact. You'll reach level 100. You'll keep, questing, investigating. It's the same thing, just a different word of saying it. And then eventually you will meet her friend down here, which is the second character with the one that we're trying to release. Once you talk to her, Katarina's going to ask for, hey, I wish for more power. And then she's going to ask why, and then she's going to explain why. And then her friend is just going to give her her wish. And then she becomes second impact, and then it resets to 0, and then you level up from there. So you just going to take some time for you to get there. Don't rush it. It will come to you eventually, and that's how you get second impact. It doesn't take much time at all to get second impact. You just have to keep doing Katarina stuff every day. You can use rubies to get magnifying glasses. They also give you rubies as well. Not rubies, magnifying glasses as well. So you can kind of farm and quest and get it quickly. Hopefully you didn't miss her previous events, because there was an event for her previously where you can get a bunch. There was 200 magnifying glasses. It was silly. But yeah, it doesn't take much to get that. But now we're going to talk about Lilith, and we're going to see if she's worth investing in time to. She's a mage, DPS, specializes in Jinn and Karn. So we're going to see if she is worth investing in, that's for sure. Most of the mages are so far, so we're going to keep it going. We're almost done with the investment series. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Hope it helps out a lot. I've known it helped out some people get the 4th impacts. So this is what it's all about. Upon normal attack, attacks one enemy and all nearby enemies, increasing received magic damage for all enemies 7th phase 5 seconds. So that's really powerful, guys. The fact that she just normal attacks one time, and then it hits all nearby enemies, increasing their magic damage received for 7th phase 5 seconds. That's going to be very meaningful. Off the back, she's pretty good. So definitely amazing. Just all-out attack there. So let's go to her ability. It says inflicts 2,295% skill damage on one enemy. Cooldown 15.2 seconds. Let's see why. There's 2 specialties here. Let's go to the first. It says inflicts 918% additional skill damage on all enemies, which is quite good. She has a lot of AoE in her so far, just hitting all enemies, which is very, very good to have when you have a mage. Allows you to just kind of take out all the enemies as quickly as possible, so that's quite good. And then specialty 2, it says increase magic attack by 184%, 7th phase 5 stacks, meaning it's going to stack 5 times. So that's actually pretty nice. It's going to get stronger and stronger, and dealing lots of damage in a 7th phase, which is not a bad buff. I mean, it could be higher, but that's still not too terrible. I definitely like where this is going so far. Next ability, it says inflicts 1,530% skill damage on all enemies. Cooldown 18.5 seconds. Let's see why. There's 2 specialties here. The first one is inflicts 3,825% additional skill damage on one enemy, only for bosses. So that's fine. I mean, we do need some stuff that hits bosses, so that's very important to have. Secondly, it says increase received magic damage by 31%, 7th phase, 5 stacks, so it's going to stack up. So that's actually not bad. I'm liking the AoE because I like to hit a lot of enemies at once, try to get the battle done quickly, so you're not struggling too much. Definitely very nice. I love AoE mages. And then her ultimate, which is a signature skill, upon charging 100% signature energy, there's 3 specialties here. The first one is inflicts 4,896% skill damage on all enemies. Very, very, very good there. Secondly, it says inflicts 9,180% additional skill damage on one enemy only for bosses. So again, that's nice that we have one for AoE. That's nice that we have one for bosses. Everything you want in a mage for sure. And then the third one says under the blood pact state for 14 seconds. So we're going to see what that is because they don't always include everything inside of the previews. So we're going to see what that is. We're going to go through her abilities again just to make sure we didn't miss anything because sometimes they like to hide stuff. So, and obviously because it's here. So, all right. So let's see. It says blood. So there is three blood effects here, maybe more. So blood pact effect 1, it says inflicts 5,100% additional skill damage on one enemy every 2 seconds, which is quite powerful. That is very powerful. Every 2 seconds, geez. Blood pact effect 2, it says inflicts 2,400 additional skill damage on all enemies every 2 seconds, which is quite meaningful. The effect 3, it says increase magic attack by 979%, 7th phase, which is quite good. And then blood pact effect end. So we have 2 of those. And it says inflicts 12,750% additional skill damage on one enemy. So as this is going for the 14 seconds, she's causing so much damage, and then she's even going to cause massive amounts once the blood pact effect is done. So that's quite silly. It's one enemy, but hey, I mean, you can't make it too broken. Just imagine if this was an AoE and it did that much damage. It would be insanely broken. And then it says the effect in 2, it says inflicts 5,100 additional skill damage on all enemy. So she's really, really awesome. Her skills are really nice. And we have endless nightmares. Oh, geez. So then we're going to go to our passives. It says conditional special skill, cooldown 23.2 seconds. Condition if there are 3 or more enemies. Specialty 1, it says inflicts 2,550% additional skill damage on one enemy. The effect 2, it says inflicts the same percentage as effect 1, additional skill damage on all nearby enemies, which is very nice. So she's all about hitting 1 and hitting all, which is, we love it. You love to see it. And in specialty 3, it says increase perceived AoE damage by 37% for all enemies 7th phase, 5 stacks, because she's literally AoE. Like, she hits everybody. She hits one person and she hits everybody. She massively wounds one person and then deals damage to everybody else. It's quite amazing, to say the least. And then we're going to go to her type 2 conditional special skill, cooldown 23.2 seconds. Condition if there is 1 or fewer enemies. Specialty 1, it says inflicts 2,550 additional skill damage on one enemy. Specialty 2, increase perceived single damage by 51% for one enemy 7th phase, 5 stacks. So it's good. I mean, she's all about singling out people, dealing as much damage as possible. Definitely liking what Lilith does. Definitely would be a great mage to definitely invest in for sure. And it says kid from the netherworld. It says passive, personal passive, increase magical attack by 153% and single attack by the same percentage, which is quite good. And we have ally aura. It says increase magic attack by 61% and NIT by 15%, which is good. Enemy aura, increase received magic damage by 31%. Specialty, upon using normal attack, inflicts 4,335% additional skill damage on one enemy only for bosses. So that's good. And then we have Crimson. So we have the last passive here, and this is just for your war bosses, your gen passive. So it says ally aura, increase magic attack by 490%, NIT by 122%, and additional boss damage by 245%. And then your enemy aura says increase magic damage by 153%. Specialty, upon using cursed mark, increase received magic damage by 204% for one enemy 7th phase, 5 stacks, which is quite good. I like that. You know, just doing lots of damage to Jin because you always want to reach your marks and stuff like that. It helps with your ranking and getting rubies and all that good stuff. So that's quite good. And then we have your Jin and current passive too here. It says personal passive. Increase magic attack by 612%, NIT by 163%, additional boss damage by 306%, and range attack by 612%, which is quite meaningful when fighting Jin and Karen. And ally aura, it says increase magic attack by 245%, NIT by 61%, and additional boss damage by 122%. Specialty 1, upon using normal attacks, inflicts 8,670% additional skill damage on all enemies, which is quite good, but you only have 2 because you're fighting the world bosses. And then specialty 2, under the blood pact state, inflicts 4,080% additional skill damage on all enemies every 2 seconds, which is quite good. And then my state of where she is, my attack is 303%, my magic is the same percentage, and then obviously my boss damage is only 182%. And then we have the infinity passive, which is pretty short. And it says personal passive, increase skill attack by 165%, magic attack by 189%, and additional boss damage by 110%. Specialty 1, it says inflicts 4,335% additional skill damage on one enemy and nearby enemies upon normal attacks, only for bosses, which is quite good. And then we have upon using temptation, increase NIT by 18%, magic attack by 73% for all allies 7th phase, 5 stacks, which is quite wonderful. So I mean, she's all about buffing your team a little bit too, and she's hit one here, massively hit another one there, or hit one here, hit everybody there. I mean, it's quite powerful. And then your second passive, which is increase your NIT by 88%, your magic attack by 411%. So Lilith is pretty awesome. She's all about AoEing, kind of just draining people, dealing massive damage under the pact. She's definitely excellent in getting what you want out of a mage, especially because she has a lot of AoE. She hits a lot. Like those are the kind of mages you want. The previous one I just did, still by far the best mage in my opinion, but Lilith is definitely a great investment to get into. And this series is all about for who new people are starting and stuff like that. If you want to invest into your mages, because yeah, it's going to be hard to get hero cards in this game, but you just never know what the future is going to hold, because you're going to have to use all of your heroes. You know, they have content to where you are focused and forced to do that, which is good. So you're not obsoleting all the previous heroes. So, you know, you definitely got to invest into your heroes. But Lilith is definitely worth every penny investing into. So definitely want you to know that for sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's always a pleasure to do. But until next time, we will see you for the next one.